They say we go back to well-known places to check how much we changed, and guys, my safe place is Nikon. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, and today, guys, it is starting the week where ideally the Nikon Zf gets delivered. So up to now we were all speculating and making a lot of discussion about this and that and the details based on what we saw, because only a few ones were lucky enough to have it in their hands for a few hours, because Nikon works like that. They will bring the camera to you and coach you while you're using it. They will not leave it in your hands. And so based on what we saw, this camera might be a real breakthrough. Why am I saying that? Not because it has impressive new anything, right? It doesn't have any new technology, but it might be a game changer for some kind of photography. Now, if you're following the channel for a while, you know that I'm all into street photography, and with one lens only. I started everything with my Leica Q2 back in the days, and now I paired it with a little Pixie. And then I think that this Nikon Zf might be a very valuable add. Why am I thinking that? Because the Leica Q2 is not a BSI sensor camera, and so it is a bit struggling with low light situations, but thanks for that I am using the BSI monochrome sensor from the little Pixie, but it doesn't have any weather sealing, any stabilization, nor even autofocusing. While this Nikon ZF might be a good solution, because when I go out there, guys, I teach street photography with daylight and night photography with the tripod and longer exposures. We do some compositions with light, reflections, whatever, but never street night photography, because that's a different level and it will require a different kind of gear. Now, I don't mind it, of course. I know a couple tricks here and there, how to use the lights from the lamppost or from the shops or whatever, but all the ducklings, that's how I call them, the guys that are following me trying to learn something, well, if you come here with an APS-C, not stabilized, whatever crappy camera you have, I don't mind, because the end result is what you are seeking, but it will not be a good end result. And so this camera might be the start of the new era, because if the other companies are copying it, then we're having these -10 EV focusing capabilities, because the Nikon ZF not only has 8 f-stops of IBIS, which is a very good help in low light conditions, despite it will not avoid you from having motion blur. That's need to be clear. But it also has this -10 EV autofocusing. Now, if you are starting street photography, autofocusing is a very good help. I don't really use it a lot. I normally zone focus, or I prefer to manual focus if I have more time. So I'm also into the camera and double checking the framing that I'm having. But I do understand that with all this Sony alien technology revolution, many photographers are used to using autofocusing, phase detect, tracking, also for photography, not just for videos. And so in this respect, the Nikon ZF might be a game changer, because you can go out and have your night street photography session using the IBIS and the -10 EV autofocusing aid for your photography. Now, if you go out there and you want to shoot with that camera, this opens up also a plethora of choice when it comes down to glasses, because the Nikon Z-mount glasses are next generation, and Nikon, they came back very aggressively. After a few years they were asleep, and then finally they woke up and they are coming back with new news. With the Nikon Z9 with no mechanical shutter, they introduced the motion detect in the Nikon Z9, and then they were able to squeeze all those good functions into a smaller body with the Z8. That became very, very popular, especially for wildlife and birds shooters, and now they are introducing the bird recognition in the Z9 and eventually also in the Z8 next year. And then they finally came out with this ZF that might be the Fuji killer, because all the guys that in the recent years went buying a Fuji X100 FV whatever, they would be very pleased in having the same retro with mechanical dial on top of the camera on a full frame body with the Nikon Z-mount glasses. And so this is new news from 2023, the Nikon Zf. And they also came back very aggressively with optical innovation with the Nikon Plena that has proved to be better than AI technology because it has no vignetting, no color fringing, no many other things that were challenging in a glass. Nikon Plena overcame everything. So now Nikon, they came back also aggressively with this new range of cameras. So they went back to being my favorite brand out there. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy and I'm still using and loving my Leica, but I'm very happy to see that Nikon is finally back in the game, because going back to Nikon for me would be like if I will ever get a Zf in my hands, and I'm also used to my old Nikon D750, which is in my humble opinion comparable, or at least in the use that I will make out of it, then I will see how much I evolved. And so we go back to well-known places to see how much we changed and how much all these years of street photography have changed the way I am shooting compared to where I was using to roam the world with a Nikon D750 and visit different countries every month. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.